Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about playing in your stock tanks, or maybe not necessarily completely stock, but at least not having the final gun, the final engine, the final everything. So, the worst type of tank in which you can play with your stock gun, let's say, would be tier 9 because it's right before tier 10. And it's a bit hard to actually get a good result. But I have to agree with Quickie B's opinion on the video that he posted earlier today. You will get a better experience or a different experience with the stock gun because the tank transforms from getting the gun to getting the engine to getting the tracks to getting the turret and so on and so forth. So basically what I'm saying over here is that it feels like a different experience. If you play the same tank with the same characteristics, with the same upgraded everything, it's all a grind. So all the tanks doesn't necessarily need to be a grind all the time. You can have it fresh by just playing it just as it is. And yeah, when you actually get a good result in a tank that doesn't have every whistle and bells, you might have a better experience than when you don't. So there are certain tanks in which it's absolutely horrible to play stock. For example, the Centurion 7, which was the tier 9 British medium, which was awful, let's say. But there are tanks in which this experience isn't as bad. For example, the tank that I'm gonna show you today, the TVP 50, which is now top of the tree, and everybody's playing the TVP 5051, I think. So without further ado, let's go and yeah, see a bit of gameplay when when you're top tier, but you don't have the final gun, and see how this can work even to your advantage if you know how to play the game. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so now we're joining the battle on the Pilsen map, which is the Czech map, which is the map with the huge factory in the middle, or the space for the tanks or for whatever this is supposed to mean over here. And as you can see, I'm just playing in my stock Skoda. I do have 6 seconds, around 6.5 seconds reload between shots, and this is actually great even for any tank basically. Even for a tier 10 it's decent-ish. It's not as good as the Russian ones, but it's okay. And as you can see, I'm just spotting with the coated optics quite a number of enemy tanks just going in the middle. I fire once, I made a mistake over here, and then the great rate of fire allows me to fire before the 50 TP is able to actually, or the prototype is able to actually get a shot towards me, because that tank does have pretty bad aim time. So as you can see, I'm just seeing if I can have any kind of shots towards known enemy position. I'm just blind firing for the moment. I want to see if there's any other tank around the area, and then I'm probably gonna go towards where most of the enemy tanks are. And now I'm just figuring out, okay, what can I do to actually improve the chances of our team. I do see that the enemies are quite aggressive towards the edge of the map on this side. For now, I'm just trying to see if I can get a shot in towards this VK4502A, and unfortunately the first shot bounces, so now I'm just prepared to fire the second one. Now I think that the VK is gonna come again. I fire, and again it's a bounce. So now I decide to press the 2 key, load the skill ammo, and yeah, go from there. So basically the The moral of the story is when in doubt and you are playing with a stock tanks, the skill ammo might not be a bad idea, because if you have a good game, you might even get some profits. Now I'm signaling to my T-44 over here that I'm gonna help him, and then I just go make sure that I get the shot in. I fire at the lower plate of the 50 prototype, and then I take a big shot from the arty. I do fire one shot towards the Yak Tiger, and as you can see I'm just firing premium now because I failed to see if there's anything that I should use. Fire one shot towards the T-30. I know that the tank does have a huge reload. Now I fire the second one, and yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that he doesn't have the time to actually turn his turret, because that tank does have quite a big time to actually fire. Now I get tracked by the Yak Tiger. Fortunately I do have my repair kit. I fire the second shot in, and then I just pull back and try and make him miss his target. The tiger gets tracked by my friend, and now I'm basically retracking him. So as you just saw, two enemy TDs, two tier 9 TDs, which are pretty dangerous, have been eliminated from the game pretty fast by the great rate of fire that this tank has. Now I'm turning to regular ammo, because I did notice in the end that I don't need it, and I try and track the VK. The first shot does hit, and the second one tracks him. Just wait to make sure that I don't get shot again, and then push on. And as you can see, that the battle is pretty close, so it's 7 to 6, but on the HP department the enemies are actually in front. The scumbag is actually trying to run away, and yeah, I'm just pre-aiming the shot where I think that the arty is gonna go. Then I take one shot, I hit him, and then I'm just trying to get into a better position to actually get another shot towards him. I find the shot, and now the arty is dead. So 3.5k damage. We do have a bit of advantage, a little bit of extra HP to our side, but the game is pretty even like this. Now I do manage to outspot the Scorpion, but the Scorpion actually spots me. I think the Scorpion was spotting me. I failed to see that there was the building in the way over there. I thought that maybe the Scorpion is on the other side of the building, but then I just yeah, I figured it out in the end. Now I do try and go towards this side. Unfortunately I did block the shot from the T-32, and then get one shot towards the Scorpion, which I think was a hit. I think this was a hit. Now the second arty is trying to run away, so I fire towards him, but the tortoise actually manages to kill him before I get him. So I still have 8 shots of standard ammo, and then 11 shots of premium ammo, and this tank is really comfortable playing at tier 9, even stockish, let's say. I only just had installed the turret, because I don't really have too many battles in the tank. I think I have less than 5 battles, but as you can see, the tank is pretty decent, and the fact that it can outspot with the turret is actually brilliant. So yeah, this is one of the best things about this tank. So in my opinion, you don't really need necessarily the gun over here from the beginning, but you do need some coated optics, and yeah, the turret and the track should be the priority. I get tracked by the Kunze-Panzer. I try to get the shot towards him. Unfortunately I miss. Now I do get shot at by the TVP. I'm a bit concerned, but not necessarily by the TVP. I fire a shot on the move. I'm a bit concerned about the Scorpion. I'm pretty aware that he's over on that side, and I think that maybe he's gonna get me in one shot. Now our team is capping the base. I'm trying to figure out if the Scorpion is over there, but at the same time I don't want to get shot by the TVP. The TVP gets me and takes my ammo, and then I do manage to take him his track, and the VZ kills me. So a pretty fast-paced game, and yeah, in the end I do almost 5k damage in the tank, so I'd say that that was pretty decent result in this tank. So unfortunately I did die, but I got 5 kills in my Skoda T50, and I think this was a pretty decent and enjoyable game even in a stock tank. So the moral of the story is if your stock tank is a medium and you're willing to fire at least some gold, you can have some good results even with stock tanks, right? Except if you're a tier 8 and you have a stock Tiger 2, then it's gonna be dreadful, and yeah, that's not gonna be fun. But at tier 9, yeah, just play your stock tanks, and when in the end you're gonna get the upgraded everything, it's gonna feel a lot better. It's gonna definitely feel a lot better, and you're gonna have a lot more fun. And also, the fact that you can get some mastery badges, or to get some good results in your stock tanks, it's gonna feel a lot better. Then it's gonna feel like an achievement. So if you're gonna play your Brask and get 6 kills and you're gonna kill everyone at tier 8, great, you do you. But at the same time, playing the game as it was meant to be played at least 10 years ago, I think that's a good thing to, at least at some point. This is my opinion. And yeah, on that bombshell, let's go to the final game stats, and then we'll wrap up the video. Alright, so this is a tank ace that I got in my Skoda T50, and also a decal and some other stuff over here. And this is basically a high caliber in my Skoda T50 that I just played right now. And the mastery badge with almost 5k damage. And as you can see, I did 1.4k or almost 4k experience and 4.7k damage. I shot 29 shots, penned 21 and hit 21 and penned 18. This allowed me to actually make a little bit of profit. I did fire quite a bit of premium rounds to compensate for the fact that I was firing with the stock gun, but I didn't necessarily need it all the time, so I probably was a bit eager with it, although the, the increased shell velocity can help quite a bit. So let's see how this looks. So currently in my Skoda, which I played a few times, I still lack the second engine, I lack the gun, and I'm still playing with the stock gun. But still, the stock gun isn't bad at all. It has 2.5k average damage per minute, with good enough pen to actually work when you're top tier, rate of fire which is absolutely impressive, and an average damage per minute which is pretty good. That will allow you to actually fire the gun at around 6 point something seconds. And also I don't even have the fully kitted crew, so I'm playing in my previous crew that only just got to 100%, except for this guy which is only at 96%, and still this worked. I'm using your standard equipment, so this is just some vents, some vert stabs, and then some coated optics. And yeah, I don't have any kind of field modes or anything like that. So the moral of the thing is that you can have a decent enough experience in your Skoda, admittedly at tier 9, which is the best tire from all the tires, and yeah, have a good win rate as well, if you know what you're doing and if you're playing the tank for its strength. So this, for example, the Skoda is a tank that is pretty mobile, even with its stock engine. The gun is pretty good. It's okay with good dispersion if you're using some bufti. The gun depression is okay, the gun traverse is okay, everything is okay about the tank, and sometimes this is just enough. You have good view range, you have with the coated optics. The camo isn't great, isn't horrible, the top speed is okay, the specific power to weight ratio is okay, you don't have any kind of armor, and then yeah, like I said, those stats are pretty good. And the average damage per minute is the fact that it makes the tank even playable with the stock gun. So you might use the second gun over here, and this will actually decrease your DPM from what I'm seeing over here, but it will increase your penetration, so you should pen more shots. And other than that, the gun is basically the same except for the aim time, which is even better. And then you have this gun, which is probably the one that everybody uses, but I don't have it yet, so I can't speak for that. But still, you can play your stock tanks, as you can see over here, with just doing fine. Just doing fine, and it's good enough. So that being said, thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.